We'll be getting started here. There we go.
Match starts soon.
Alrighty, guys.
I'm actually hyped about this match.
Hmm?
I'm hyped about this match.
You are hyped about this because it's your team.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. It is.
Last chance to nail down your strategy.
Alright, guys, well, here we go. As we get started here, Necromancers will be spawning their legion of minions. I think that's part of the strategy here for the Necromancers is to sort of target, confuse them on midpoint. We're going to have the Swiftness coming up from the Warhorn buffs over on the Ranger side to open up the maps. Definitely seems like Rangers are going to be at a mobility advantage, though, for the start of the game. We are seeing them definitely spread out a lot quicker. Obviously, one staying from each team over at the mine. One of the Rangers will be crossing over to Henge. And the rest of the Necromancers will be going directly to Keep. Well, only 3 of the Rangers will go there, so Necromancers definitely going to have an advantage on that initial Keep fight.
Did you see that?
And looking at it now, the army of little undead minions really rolling in here for the blue team. Ranger team actually completely backing out here almost. Traps being thrown out from Punch Ingball. Let's take a look at his point of view, see what kind of damage are going on. A lot of conditions going on. Keep in mind, a lot of those are going on minions, however, and not actual players. Trying to do a lot of damage. It's actually a pretty passive fight we got going on in the middle. Not a lot of action going on here for the time being. Really just people these classes have to be a lot more careful. Just go ahead.
On hand, actually, Chocolata managed to kill the Necro defending, so they take Henge now, I think.
Yep, and Rangers will be taking Henge as he did manage to take out Grem on the on that team. And back over here to the Keep now. We still have this fight brewing a little bit. It definitely seems like the Necromancers are at the advantage, though, with those AoEs and marks. The Rangers really can't stand on that point as much. They are trying their best with the traps, however. I do think that the Necromancers are definitely at a stronger advantage. We have Darren Matic, or Dorada Maniac, I believe his name is here, coming in now with more traps. Not the most accurate throw of that trap. I think he was trying to take out that worm there, but he is coming in now. The Necromancers are backing up a little bit safe. Once again, over at the Henge, we did have one of the Necromancers fall back. He's taking out Chocolata now. Let's take a look at Chocolata, see how she is holding off against Grem once more as they fight it out. It definitely seems like Chocolata's at the pretty superior advantage here. His pet is really just wailing away on him. Not a lot you can do about some of that pet damage, as it is pretty strong against really anyone. But however, we did have reinforcements coming from the Necromancer team, which will force Chocolata to retreat once more.
It's a smart choice to pull out here. It's a smart choice to pull out here, because otherwise, if you get picked off, then they will be at a disadvantage. So making, as you said before, Rangers are so much more mobile, and if they take good advantage of this, they can easily turn this around, and maybe even split the Necros off, because as you said before, Necros in the team fights might be a bit too much for that. For the Rangers to take like that.
Right there, we do have Chain Nemesis down here in the middle trying to stop him, but look at all these fears and just in general the conditions being thrown onto the Ranger team in the process. They did take a crap load of damage in the process of stomping Ranger Nemesis, however they were able to do it successfully. But because of that, the Ranger team in general has just been left pretty weak here in this mid-fight. 2 members of the Ranger team are nearing death. LaRoe is actually forced to back off almost completely out of this fight while he waits for recovery. Now looking back here in the middle, now they did manage to take out Rain Black Habit rather. On the blue team, they are trying to stomp him, or just generally throwing a lot of conditions all over him. As we see, he will get taken out once more, so it does look like the Rangers are going to turn this fight around in their favor. Nicely done, Rangers. Really playing somewhat of a passive game here, almost trying to stay out of middle so they can ignore those marks. You know, while the Necromancers are having a tough time because of the fact they're standing in those traps and general AoEs that would come in.
Now, Necros did a mistake here, in my opinion. Again, they are not mobile, and they went for the bus with 2 people. So they left like 2 guys on mid against 4 Rangers for too long. They couldn't handle that.
Indeed. This is a pretty close game so far, though, guys. Only 4-point difference now between the classes, and all points are contested, I would like to say, as we go over here to the mine. Real quick to see what we have going on over there. We currently have Local here taking on one member of the Necromancer team, the last one to join here. We're going to have him taking on Nemesis at the moment. Both a pretty even fight. However, the scores are once again fairly even. Rangers are up at the moment, but only by about 8 to 9 points, and they do not have a capture advantage. This is a pretty much completely even game at the moment, as we have Nemesis taking on Loco here. No reinforcements in sight soon. We do have a Ranger, however, falling back for that. The Necromancers have reassessed control over the Henge, but the Rangers have taken control of the middle now, so they will start to gain a bit of an advantage as the time starts to tick away.
Chocolata is doing a pretty good job at assaulting Henge, so he's taking a lot of pressure off his teammates by going back in. He actually managed to down one of the Necros in a 1v2, but he couldn't get the stomp off. They're just abandoning it now. He's getting a decap on him.
Yeah, unfortunately, this is I think the same problem the Necromancers, or not the Necromancers, the Mesmers had in the last set, is that they would get the sense of safety that he had retreated. This was against Kuroshi with the Engineer team. We're sort of seeing the same thing again here through Chocolata, is that they're sort of retreating off of that henge point, realizing yeah, it's safe now, without realizing that they never killed the person aggressing it, so he's just able to come back onto the point and decap it once more. So really nice job on the Rangers of taking advantage of that missile site on the Necromancer team. However, back over here at the middle now, we just had Saj the Undead go down, looking at Darren Maddock, who is trying to stomp at the moment. They did manage to take him down successfully. Nicely done once more by the Ranger team. We're going to move over to Fenrir's point of view as he does retreat off this point, and will allow the Rangers to keep that under their control. And once more, it seems like the Necromancers really having a tough time because of the fact that the Engineers have the superior mobility, the Rangers have the superior mobility, whereas the Engineers had it as well against the Mesmers in the last set. Not a lot of places for the Necromancers to go because of that mobility disadvantage. I think you would agree with that.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, and they're doing a really good job. If Leroux is pulling out now, because with the constant assault, he just supported Chocolata to get out,
yeah.
And the Necros are so scared of losing their back point. If the Rangers don't overcommit now, they can have this game in their favor pretty much all of the time now.
We do have Leroux getting purchased down pretty hard there, though, in the middle courtyard by Neurosis and Black Habit here. He's getting dangerously though, but we do have more support coming in from more of the Ranger pets. He's getting
also nice.
A very nice heal indeed. But he is getting pretty low here. We're going to see, yes, they will take him down directly off the point, and unfortunately no one from the Ranger team will be around to contest that stomp, and he will just let that happen. Back over here now we have 3v1 taking place over on the middle point. We're just going to real quick check on Henge though, as we have Chocolata once more taking on Graham. It does look like, based on the history, that Chocolata will win that fight. Back over to the mid once more. Looks like we actually have the Necromancers coming out on top. Punch Ingball is down, and they're trying their best to res him from the Ranger team. Going over to Darren Maddock, who is trying to get the res up. Does have to stop momentarily to pop his heal. Punch Ingball is still in this. He's getting dangerously low as we see the Mesmers coming, and yes, the Necromancers will manage to stomp it. Back over once more to check in on the Henge. It does look like the Chocolata will steal it, and unfortunately, the Finner did not choose to support his teammate, rather just go for his boss. Interesting choice and strategy.
The Rangers just did a mistake by overcommitting to Henge. They reinforced, so it was a 2v1 there, which I think wasn't really necessary, and that's why the Necros could get keep, because Punching Ball has dropped pretty low, so till the reinforcement came, there was no way they could have gotten her up.
Indeed. And so we are seeing now Juice De La Roe over here, and we're going to actually go real quick over to here. It seems as though the Chocolata is not choosing to contest Chieftain Unaheim. They are just going to let him kill that. I think the Rangers themselves have assumed themselves in a pretty safe position right now. They're not really worried about... I think once again they pretty much are self-assured that they have this game in the bag. Necromancers still could come back, but it's going to take a lot of effort. Pretty much a virtual 3-cap at this point, as we do see two of them moving on to the Henge now to take that back in their favor. One of the crucial mistakes I do think the Necromancers are making here is that they're not killing Chocolata. They're just letting her escape, and because of that,
it's also really hard to kill.
Yeah. Well, yeah. It's something more to like they don't kill him, but then they also leave the point open. And now we just had Punching Ball really just come in and take out Grem, unfortunately, because of the fact that they once again just sort of let her run around on her own. But it's overall not discrediting the Necromancer team at all. The Rangers are doing a very nice job at utilizing the disadvantages of the Necromancer team as well as their own strengths against them, and it's really worked out well for them here in this first game, and it is going to allow them to take it.
Probably.
Indeed. So we are seeing Darren Maddock once more retreat over to the Henge now. He has gone down, and he is going to get, because they just rallied and they stomped Fenrir there, so he will stay up. Necromancer still controlling mid, as well as Rangers still controlling the mine. We do have someone going for boss, or rather Swanir over on the red side, and more likely he will get that down. Possibly not even get that down, as the Rangers are only 15 points away from winning the first game. So it does look like as though the Rangers will take this.
They got Swanir.
Yeah, they did get
GG.
GG indeed.
Yep.
In favor of the Rangers. I'd like to know though, what do you think now, based on that last performance? What do we think we could see the Engineers doing differently on this next map to improve their strategy and possibly take the second map over the Rangers?
I think they need Minion Master is actually can hold his own against the Beastmaster Ranger. So if you have that on backpoint, it can work out, and they need to use, maybe run the Spectral Worm to port back to the backpoint. But the next map is pretty much focused and centered around team fights, so the Necros might have an advantage here.
Indeed.
Then again, if it comes to lore plays, Rangers are pretty much really good against the Lord. Because of the pet can easily open the door, and if just one ranger is enough to sneak by and kill the Lord actually. So they really need to watch out for that as well.
Alright, so guys, we're getting into the second round now, Legacy of the Foe Fire here. 3 members of the Ranger team now joined, we're just waiting for the rest of the Necromancers to join, and as soon as they get in, we're going to start round 2 immediately over here on Legacy of the Foe Fire now. And yeah, it's going to be an interesting game indeed. As we see the Necromancers, if they win this one, they will take this into a round 3. However, if the Rangers take this one, they themselves will move into the semifinals. What? Whoa. You still hear me?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, that was weird. My bitrate just dropped off the face of the earth there for a second. Apologies.
Full screen.
I think the stream's still live. Yeah, okay. Just had a bit of a scare there. Alright, so once again, just waiting for Engineer. The Necromancer is the last Necromancer to join up here, and as soon as he does, round 2 shall begin. Of Rangers over here on the red side taking on the Necromancers on the blue side. Oh, Jesus. Apologies for that. I had to take care of something in chat. Let me just type something to someone, and apologies for the dead space here as we are waiting for the 5th Necromancer to join up. It's not the right chat, is it? There it is. Alright, sorry about that. Alright, we're back now. Doop-a-doop. And there he is now, so we're telling him to go. Yeah, we did have one of the Necromancers have a client crash there, which is why we had to wait a bit. So, but he is back now, and as soon as we get the readies up once more, round 2 shall begin. For those of you just joining us, I welcome you to the SOAC/Guild Clash EU Profession Tournament. If you are just joining us, this is Rangers versus Necromancers. Our second game for today in our quarterfinals. And yeah, it's going to be exciting. Rangers did take the first game against the Necromancers, but we still have round 2 here. If Rangers take this one, they'll move on into the semifinals. And if Necromancers win this one, we'll move on into round 3. If you guys would need the brackets posted, just put ! brackets, and Nightbot will link them for you.
The match starts soon.
And here we go, guys. Finally getting started here as we got that Necromancer back in. I'd like to know what the audience thinks. So, do you guys think that our Necromancers will take this second round, or do you think our Rangers will win this one? It's going to be interesting to see. But here we go. Once more, we'll see the Rangers come out with the bit of a mobility advantage here because of their war horns. Whereas the Necromancers will be a bit behind to know. Actually, no one's using the war horn yet. But let's open up the map here and see where they're choosing to go. Looks like Rangers looking very heavy on Waterfall, actually. None of them going to mid almost. Ooh, yeah, 3 Rangers going to go over to Waterfall. Oh my goodness, and only 2 of them going to Quarry, whereas only 1 will be going to Waterfall. This is going to be a very unfortunate massacre for Fenrir as he's taking on 3 members of the Ranger team. He will not be able to hold this for very long at all, unfortunately. And with these conditions ticking down on him, the next few seconds he'll go down. Nemesis is on his way over there. Unfortunately, he will not get there in time. He will go down and possibly have a chance to res him. But unfortunately, once more, we will not see a res more than likely go off because of the fact that there are 3 Rangers.
The Necros made some poor choice again with the splitting. They sent 1 to Quarry, and that's not... They should have reinforced the close point. I think more than 1 guy following, so let's see if they can recover from that.
Indeed. Spodge will go down here, which will pretty much guarantee once more that the Rangers take on the Quarry point here. Opening up the map now. We do have a pretty... no one has cast Cap Waterfall yet because there's this...
nobody's capping it. That's
I think both of them are really just focused on killing each other. We do see Leroux go here going onto the point now as the Necromancers are really having a tough time getting on the point themselves. So we are going to see him jumping on the point now. Fenrir has returned to the point, however. Actually going over to I'm going to go over to Chain Nemesis's point of view, and he looks like
might get a decap on it.
They are.
They got a decap on it.
Unfortunately, they will get that decap off. Back over to the waterfall though. Just Leroux is getting extremely low here. And it looks as though, like, within the next few seconds, he will be taken down, even though he is contesting this fight pretty good. Dartamaniac, rather, has also gone. 2 members of the Ranger team are down now. The other one is down in a corner, though, and he is going to get rezzed up, though, because of, I believe, a rally will get him back up.
I think it was a pet resting him.
Oh, my goodness. I apologize. I'm a bit off today. Anyway. Over here now, they have regained control over the waterfall, but they lost control of the graveyards. They will have to fight in this team fight for it now. And unfortunately, Spongy Undead is already very low here. He will be taken down. And as Pufto Loco really just throws in axes here from the distance. Once again, Dartamaniac tanking on the middle point for his team here, showing he can take a lot of damage, while also throwing a pretty hefty amount of conditions onto his teammates through the traps as well. We're going to see Grem get taken down here within the next few seconds. Blue team trying desperately to get on him, or actually trying desperately to somehow punch Ingball, and they will get him down, actually keeping Grem in this fight. Nicely done by the Necromancer team, keeping themselves alive into this fight now.
Necros might regain control of this fight now.
Indeed. It does actually look like they're going to get control of this fight as they really just trickle in reinforcements. However, because of this now back over here at Waterfall, he is in a lot of trouble because he's having trouble tagging around. He is going to lose the Cap Fenrir over here, and he really just has, in general, just everyone's on the Necromancer team is just having a lot of trouble taking on Chocolata. Do you want to take a gander as to why that is? Just because of the sheer tankiness to damage ratio for Chocolata, or?
He's playing it pretty good as well. He's running the Troll Angwin, so he can easily disengage from a point. He can get the neutralized stuff because of the mobility and the fear, and then he can just back off once they reinforce and just come back again. So the Necros can't really react to it.
Yeah. Okay, so once again, Chocolata actually moving back now, looking. She's gonna jump on the. No, she's actually doing. She's pretty. It's amazing because the engineers are pretty much doing the same exact things, or rather, the Necromancers are doing the same exact things that we saw the engineers do in the first round here. I think you can agree with that. Chocolata is pretty much doing the same exact stuff Kuroshi's doing.
Because he's actually going for the 2v1 now. He's trying to win that. See if he can.
We're gonna take a look at it now.
It's just harassing.
Yeah, he's sort of almost wasting time against him, and he is going to take Fenrir down because of the pet. Sort of is just free to knock away down. Let's see if he's going to go in for the stomp here now. His enemy or his friendly is doing a nice job, and nope, we're going to see the fear go off. Fenrir he's coming in for the stomp now on Fenrir, and it looks like, oh my goodness, he will get that off nicely by Chocolata, indeed.
Very well played.
Winning this, and more than likely, he looks like he's going to take out Black Habit as well here, doing a pretty nice job. Black Habit wasting his cooldown, or not wasting, utilizing his cooldowns here to the best of his ability, but because of Chocolata's just superior, once again, that damage to survivability capability, especially through Troll Angwin here, she's able to take in a lot of the damage dealt to her, and it looks so within the next couple minutes, he will take out Black Habit as well.
No, but they're reinforcing already, so
yeah.
He might get forced off point. Still a really good job occupying both Necros, like 2 of them actually, so his team has such an easy time.
We did have the Necromancers back into their base. I think they were expecting a rush in from the Ranger team, but unfortunately it was a bit misdirected. They're actually coming into the waterfall now. The Necromancers did miscalculate that a bit, which is once again going to turn this fight more than likely into the Rangers' favor as Black Habit does go down here. They'll more than likely stomp him out within the second, but we do have 2 members of the Necromancer team come in. Are they going to be able to get the fear off in time? As we see now, there's Rises coming in frantically, and it looks like another stomp will be coming in here from the Necromancers, from the Rangers rather, and it will take out Black Habit. He will get stopped out here. We'll be taken down back over here just to check in on the graveyard real quick. We have Spazian Dead taking on Punch Ingall as well as Loco, so it does look like Rangers will retain that safely. Back over to Waterfall once more where the team fight is already engaged. We have the Rangers holding strong, doing very well against the Necromancers.
They're utilizing their healing springs really good as well.
Yeah.
Kind of what the engineers did with the blast finishers. This is key. Water field is arguably the strongest combo field in this game, as it gives so much support to your team with the direct heal.
A 15-second heal, a 15-second water field that if a blast finisher is popped on it, about 1,500 to like 2,000 heals, and you can do that unlimited amount of times. It's crazy, especially if you have like an elementalist on your team that's able to put off like 4 or 5 blast finishers. It's insane.
The only access the Rangers have to blast finishers though is running Drakes.
Yeah. We do have one of them running a Drake, and even though they can't actually control the blast finisher, I don't think as well, which is unfortunate. But
Well, they can in some way.
Well,
it's the first in the chain once
yeah.
they swap to the pet, so they can kind of time it. It's hard though. It's hard.
Yeah.
It's not that easy.
So we're seeing here now the Rangers, once again, they were actually taken out at the waterfall, allowing the Necromancers to regain control of it. They did have to sort of go all in on it, which sacrificed some of their viability on the middle and other points. And because of that now, it has given the Rangers time to sort of reinforce here. We are going to see them rush in and possibly take this point. However, the ultimate combinations here coming in from the Rangers are just deadly. We had 2 entangles in a row go off on the Necromancers, which is really just going to hold them in position, especially Spaj here as he gets taken down. Rain Black Habit also getting extremely low here. Actually no, he's pretty good. He just popped his Death Shroud.
It was a good choice from the Rangers not trying to stomp because they popped wells on the down body. They just went for DPS, and otherwise they could have lost the team fight there.
Alrighty, so we're looking out there. Matic, who's extremely low, and it doesn't look like the Necromancers even notice him sitting around the corner here, unfortunately. In the next few seconds, he does have his healing spring up now, and he's going to pop that. Oh my goodness, only about 200 to 300 health left.
That was really close. He nearly died to retaliation.
Yeah. Managed to keep himself alive here there at the last second now. Looking over here at Fenrir's point of view, back over at the waterfall once more, taking on Chocolata, having a wall, as we've seen throughout this entire tournament. The far point aggressor has been doing an excellent job against the defender of the point. Back over here, we did
Rangers stomped in the mid fight.
We did also have Spaj over here at the quarry take down, or rather decap it in favor of his team. They need to decap middle though if they want any chance of keeping themselves in this, as the red team is going very close to victory in this set.
But they're winning the 2v2 mid though, I think. They got both Rangers down in mid now.
We're back over to it now. Leroux has gone down on the Rangers side, but it does look like the Necromancers are getting extremely low in the process. No, we do have the Necromancers about to go. The Necromancers will decap this point now. The real question is how long can they hold it? Because they need to hold it for an extremely long time.
The pet starts resting now. They need to stomp the Ranger, otherwise they might lose this. Oh, that's gonna be close. That's gonna be really close.
Oh no, he did get back up, unfortunately, over there. Going over now, just the Leroux's point of view as he comes in and just stomps down Nemesis. Very bad for the Necromancer team. And within the next... Keep in mind, however, they do have both their points decaps. They still need that to get those points back if they want to win. Necromancers, if they can buy this off, it's going to be extremely tough for them to do, but if they're able to buy it off...
They lost Quarry just now. That's going to be really tough to come back from that. I don't think they can manage.
I don't think they can either. With the recapturing of that point, they're only going to be 20 seconds away, maybe even less, if they get kills from victory. Now, 24 seconds, actually, if I'm remembering correctly. Yeah. And
they could have still had a chance, but I think it was miscommunication in the fight. Because if Rain would have went for the stomp, they could have reinforced Quarry and keep it neutralized.
Indeed. So with that, guys, the Necromancers are going to win round 2.
No, they're not. The Rangers are winning.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. I was really confused on the names this match. It's been a long 3 days. And anyway, Rangers did take the second match, so they'll be moving on into our semifinals. Congratulations to the Rangers. Congratulations to the Necromancers as well. They put up quite a fight. Hopefully see those players in again next time for when we do this again. So guys, we're going to be moving on once more. We're going to have our next matchup for you in just a few minutes. We have to once again reset the arenas a bit here. But as soon as we have everyone in here, we're going to take another quick AFK here for about 2 to 3 minutes, a little more than that probably, while we get everything set up. And as soon as we do, we'll be right back, guys. Be sure to stay tuned, and thanks for watching.